Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. Let's get right into it. They're waiting for you in the bushes, trying to catch you off guard, thinking their element of surprise gives them a leg up. They're waiting for you in the bushes. What kind of life is that? What kind of life is that? For someone to be waiting for somebody else to arrive, someone to be waiting for you to appear on the scene. These individuals have absolutely no life. And I know we've reached a point to understanding that, but they have no life because their life has been taken over. And it's something else operating through them now. That's not the same person who you think that is. All right, on the outside, they look one way, but on the inside, controlling them is something totally different than you could picture. If you've ever seen the movie Jinn, if you've ever seen the movie Fallen, there are certain entities that possess other humans, or quote unquote seemingly humans. All right, there are people walking around here possessed by other things. All right, demons, entities, spirits that have these people possessed. And what they want to do is conduct shock like treatment experiments on people of a higher vibration, people who know more than the average person spiritually. All right, people who are chosen for a specific calling, or they have a purpose in life, which goes along with the greater good, which goes along with uplifting humanity or providing some type of positive message. All right. These entities like to use people to attack the ones that are out here actually trying to do the work, trying to work on themselves, trying to be a positive influence, trying to make their life better. There are certain people who may not know it, but they're bringing in certain energies to the earth because of the type of person that they're choosing to be. When you choose to move off of faith, and when you choose to believe in yourself, and you choose to not be an evil person, or choose not to like deal with demonic energy, then what's going to happen is you're going to be bringing forth another type of energy. You're going to be bringing forth like God energy to this planet, to this realm, and it's going to change you. But not only will it change you, it's going to help change the people around you, and it's going to uplift people. So when you focus on peace and joy and positivity and light and all those things, not only are you focusing on that for yourself, but you're bringing certain powers into this world. So it's like when you pray, when you focus on God, when you choose to return good for evil, when you choose not to get upset, when you choose to master yourself and you don't get frustrated or made afraid over what people are doing, or it's like you don't hold on to resentment towards these kind of people for the things that they're doing. You're ushering forth the type of energy that's supposed to be being brought to this planet. But the thing is, you're going to end up affecting more people, which is going to bring in more of that energy. And when enough of it gets here, they're going to have something to worry about. They're going to be the one that has an issue. They're going to be the one that has a problem. The fact that people have to do certain things to try to get reactions out of you, it lets you know that you're on the right path. And I know I got a comment the other day. Someone was like, if you think that someone put in the comments, and I appreciate this comment, but someone put in the comments, don't go around thinking that you're being followed by people. I necessarily don't think that I'm being followed by people in certain aspects, and or in certain cases, but I do notice certain things that happen spiritually that constitutes gang stalking. All right, so no, I don't think that there are people, you know, targeting me out, following me around, but I'm still targeted in the sense of like spiritually and energetically, because once certain people get around you who have a certain type of spirit on them, they're going to gang stalk you. They're gonna like act the stalking out. They're gonna be doing certain things in your presence to try to get reactions out of you and to try to get you to feed them and give them energy. So that's the aspect I'm coming with it. But the thing is, like that's where I'm coming from with this. But the thing is, these spirits will hop into people and they will make them do things that seem weird, unnecessary, or out of pocket. And sometimes that even is following a person. So am I do I feel like I'm somebody getting followed like by like government officials or like US CIA agents or something like that? No, never thought that. But what I do understand and realize is that there are certain people who do harassment, proxy stalking, I guess proxy is like short for approximate, like they're in your area. All right. But as far as what I know, there are people in your area that will follow you, that will watch you, and that will harass you. All right. No, I don't think I'm some wholly better than everyone kind of person that thinks, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that. All right. I don't think that I'm important enough to have people follow me and stalk me and things like that. No, I don't. But there are certain things that you do, and there's certain things that you can become, which will bring your energy to like their radar, and you'll be on, like you'll be aware, they'll be aware of you. So it's like there's certain things that you can do that like raising your consciousness, raising your awareness, raising your energy levels, that puts you on a certain radar to where now people are aware of you, and the thing that is possessing them, the spirit or the entity that is possessing them, is now aware of you, and it knows what you're here for and what you're trying to do. And yo, you'll wonder why people will be hiding in the bushes. What would cause some, like, if you're not playing hide and seek with people, you don't know these people, they're not your friends, just because you live around someone, what will cause them to feel they have the right and the power to try to catch you off guard and try to like surprise attack you, you know? And it's like they surprise try to like catch you with the element of surprise. It's like you're going to the store, they wait in the bushes, or they wait around the corner, or they wait for you to like pop up on you and pull up on you. And they do these things to try to shock you and get fear out of you and make you frightened, or to get you upset, get you mad. All right, these are things that they do to keep them energized, to keep them fed. All right, they think doing these things are going to give them a leg up, but what it does is it just makes you more prepared, and it makes you mentally aware of the things that they're trying to do. So that way, the next time it happens, it's going to get weaker. You can't look at this like they're more powerful than you because they have the element of surprise. They may try to surprise you, they may try to catch you off guard, but a weak person has to do that. They're not as strong as you think they are just because they can hide in the bushes, or just because they've overtaken this person and now they're making this person do their bidding. They'll get people to work for them. They'll hack somebody and control them and possess them and get them to do what it is they want. The most they can do is try to put fear in you, try to annoy you, try to like harass you in some kind of way to make you feel bothered. All right. So all you have to do is you have to work on your emotional states in these kinds of situations. All right. You're going to have to master yourself. There's no way around it. You're going to have to learn how to stay peaceful in these kinds of situations. The more you get upset and you feed these people, they're going to return. They're going to keep attacking you, and they're going to keep doing things that you don't like. It's just the way it works with them. And once they find a target, once they find someone that they can continue to do this to, and that will give them the type of adrenaline rush that they need, they're going to keep doing it. All right. They get a lot of this stuff out of movies. All right. You know how you might watch something motivational, it affects your spirit in a certain way. Now you want to go out and do something great. They'll watch certain movies, be affected by certain things that they'll see in the movie, and they want to go out and, be evil to somebody. So everybody's being influenced by certain content and certain things that's being put out there and created. It's just that some people, they're under a different type of program. All right, some people are under a different kind of program. Some people are under the program to where their vibration is so low that they allow other entities to inhabit them and control their spirit and keep them on a lower frequency. And you have risen your frequency. You're raising your vibration to a point to where they're trying to bring you back down. Because as you continue to raise your frequency, and as you continue to learn more information and to master yourself and to become like a Zen master kind of person, like the people you see in those movies, like you can actually become that. Like you could work on yourself to the point to where you become a mastermind, and to where you become a master of yourself, where you master your emotions, you master your thought process, you master how you feel. Like there are people out there who can control how they feel during any situation. Somebody could frustrate them, upset them, say something bad about them. Somebody could even say something bad about their mom or something very personal. All right, don't nobody want nobody talking about their mom. All right, your mom this or your mama that. Like a situation that's very hostile. These types of individuals can stay calm and relaxed during the most hostile situations. And just because you stay calm and relaxed doesn't mean you're not about to handle some business if they keep trying you. It just means you have control over yourself. So these types of entities, they want to control you, but when it comes down to dealing with them and having power over them, you have to be the one that has control over yourself. You don't allow outward forces to upset you to the point to where you're walking around yelling or screaming, or you're like upset at the person, or you're ready to fight them. You'll be ready to fight these people. You'll be ready to do the most. You'll be ready to get into it with them. Some of them won't even want to get into it with you. Some of them will have a trick up their sleeve. All right, some of them will be trying to get you incarcerated sometimes. So it's like you have to use wise judgment dealing with these types of people, because it's not what you think it is. All right, this whatever is on this person, whatever spirit has possessed this person, could want to see you not be able to continue to live the life that you have. All right, these, like when you're dealing with these types of entities, they're jealous. And that's why they inhabit jealous people. That's why the people that they're inhabiting seem really jealous. It's like you get an air of jealousy from this person. And that air of jealousy may slightly be coming from the person, but more or less it's coming from the demon that's on them, because these demons are extremely jealous. All right, these demons hate to see people do good. They hate to see people do God's work. They hate to see people that are positive, people that are standing on truth, and bringing in different energies that will eventually overpower them and destroy them. When enough people get a hold of certain information or certain thoughts or certain ideas about themselves, and that's really what it is. It's keeping a positive idea about yourself, keeping a strong mindset when it comes to dealing with these kinds of things. Because like they make the movie Jinn, I just saw the other day, like the movie Jinn, that's pretty much explains this whole thing that we're going through. If you haven't seen the movie Jinn, you need to go watch that movie. Explains the whole entire thing that you're going through when it comes to gang stalking. It's like it's a spiritual experience. It's not someone that has a problem with you that's following you around. There are some people who have a problem with certain people that do follow and stalk and harass other people. But this, on the spiritual aspect, is more or less on a whole nother level, because if somebody is following you, that person has to adjust where they're going. That person has to take another route if you go a different way. Like when it comes to like not, I know it's gonna sound nutty, but it is what it is. When it comes to like the spiritual gang stalking, like they can hop from body to body. They can go from person to person. So it's like they'll be over here 1 minute, over there 1 minute, over here the next minute, and they're trying to they're trying to copy God, because God can do that. God is omnipotent, omnipresent. He's anywhere, everywhere, anytime, all the time. And they want to create an illusion to where, I apologize if it's dark in here. I'm getting used to the to recording here, but they're trying to portray that that's what they can do and that's who they are. They want you to give them all your power instead of keeping your faith. Instead of staying on the faith frequency, they want you to be on a fear frequency. All right, when you are afraid of them, when you fear them, when you're scared of them, you're giving them all your God power. You're giving them all your energy instead of like saying some scriptures, or instead of focusing on God, or instead of praying, or instead of keeping your mind on the power and the presence of God in you and how strong that makes a person. They want you to focus on the fear, so that way they could feed off of you and get in you through the fear. All right, they want to try to get in you through the fear. In the movie Jin, they used his mind against him. They took his girlfriend, and they used the image of this man's girlfriend. Basically, like it's like they try to get in your head, and they want to get to you through your own thoughts. They used his girlfriend, and she told him, she was like, you're not as strong as them, you're not as powerful as them. Meanwhile, like, it was all in his head, and all he had to do was really trust and believe in himself, and use his mind and his powers. That movie was about, that movie was all about righteousness and God, and all that art. But the thing is, not only did he had to believe in God, but he had to believe in himself. All right, so you have to believe in God, but not only do you have to believe in God, you have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe that you're more powerful than these entities. And it's like, yo, the things that he was going through, he couldn't even explain it to anyone. Just like in the movie Fallen, when you're going through these spiritual experiences where you're noticing demons and certain spirits coming out of people, and you're noticing certain things spiritually, people aren't going to get it. People aren't going to get it. It's like being in a classroom in science class, where you're an advanced student, and the other students, you understand everything easily. You understand the things that no one else understands. You might even know more or as much as the teacher, or you're right behind the teacher when it comes to your level of understanding. That's pretty much what it boils down to. They had this man locked up in a crazy place. Like he luckily he got out. All right. I'm not sure how long you gonna stay in the place if you know you ain't crazy. And people try to tell you you are, but eventually he got out, because a whole bunch of spirits that were trying to stop the main character were inhabiting the people that were at a lower frequency, a lower vibration at this place. And a lot of people, like a lot of people end up getting destroyed because they either lack understanding, or they thought they lost their mind, or they don't have like a spiritual background. But there were people in that insane asylum that got taken over by the jinn, and they end up having to fight them all right. So basically the jinn can they can like these spirits can inhabit people who are unconscious, who have a lower consciousness, who are at a lower vibration, people who aren't themselves. All right, people that's like easy access. All right, it's like leaving. It's like someone that's a computer hacker that finds someone with the laptop open and the password typed in. It's not going to be hard to hack that laptop. It's not going to be hard to hack that computer. You just they are it's already on. They could probably go in and change the password if they wanted to. You probably still need the original password for it, but it'd be a lot easier for them. So basically, it's certain situations to where it's easier for these spirits to inhabit people. But the thing is, no matter what, don't fear them and don't get frustrated by them. They're going to inhabit the people around you, and it's going to be a full blown out attack on you. All right. And you're going to feel lost at times. You're going to feel afraid at times. You're not going to know what to do at times. But when during those times, you have to remind yourself, like, yo, I need to call on the Lord. I need God. I need to call on my strength. I need to focus on my power and not their power. And that's really what that's really all it is. It's just like, yeah, I'm focusing on the power in me instead of the power in them. And people can say what they want about this type of situation, but it does happen. When they say things, or like when they talk about things that they should have no business talking about, when they're it seems like they're putting things out there about you, uh having a group conversation, and you don't even know these people. These are the types of things that are happening. And I heard somewhere, and I didn't know why up until like this year, but I heard somewhere that when people talk about things that have to do with you and you don't know that person, it's because they have spirits on them. And there's no coincidence. All right, so the person hiding in the bushes, they thought they were going to get a leg up. People will hide. People will hide around the corner. People will hide in the bushes, and they don't even know they're possessed. It's like that's why it seems like they don't have a life to live, because whatever is possessing them has them under their control, to where they're not going out and living their regular life. They are actually in the woods or behind a corner or around the corner or in their car. They're waiting for you. Sometimes they'll even do these things at night. So it's like, what would make a person risk their safety? Yeah, what would make a person risk their safety to try and do a prank or do a joke, or like try to frighten or startle someone? You have to think that person is not really doing that. It is something that has taken over that person's mind, body, and soul, causing them to be a troll. All right, a real life troll waiting for you, stalking you, harassing you, trying to follow you, trying to frighten you. All right, wanting to get a reaction out of you. These demons are hungry, and they feed off of people's reaction. They feed off negativity. They feed off anger. They feed off of your fear. This is why fear is one of the worst things you could have. This is why being a coward is one of the worst things you could be. All right, you're not supposed to be afraid of anything or anyone. With the power of God, you won't fear anything or anyone. And when you have people coming at you sideways, you have people trying to startle you, you have people trying to frighten you. I done had people do this to me, and it got to the point to where I was like, is it every job I go to? Is it everywhere I move to? And the thing is, it's not the people. It's the things that are inhabiting the people. The people probably already have some narcissistic traits. They probably already have some. They might be like a narcissist, or they might be evil. And then like, yo, these they open themselves up for demonic possession. When you choose to be evil, you choose to be narcissistic, you choose to be a horrible person, you lose your soul. You end up becoming a shallow version of yourself. You end up becoming empty. And when you end up becoming empty, you end up becoming an open portal, an open vessel for for demons, for evil spirits. And a lot of times, this is where they get those looks from. Like, that's not a person staring at you. That is somebody that is possessed staring at you. That is the demon looking at you through them, and that's why you're feeling that evil eye. And that's why you have to. I know it's just a look, but you have to cancel those looks out. You got to rebuke them. All right, you got to stay prayed up in these kinds of situations. Um, certain scriptures, memorize them. All right, get you some prayer books off of Amazon. All right, they got prayer books on Amazon. Play you some positive uh, videos like this one. Play you some prayer videos. I've got some out. Um, this is real, and it is what it is when it comes to dealing with this. People who aren't spiritual are going to be sleep to it. They're going to be sleep to it. They're not going to get it. You're going to try to talk to them. It's going to fall on deaf ears, and people are going to be thinking that you need some kind of help. Only person you could turn to in this situation is God, or other people that you know who are experiencing the same thing. So get you some sacred books, All right, read, read your Bible, read your scriptures and things like that. Get you some scriptures memorized. Get you some sacred books. Get you some prayer books. Start to study up on this kind of stuff, because as the veil gets lifted and more things get exposed, and as the world turns and things become more spiritual, you're not gonna want to be left behind or left in the darkness when it comes to this type of information. You're gonna want to know what you're up against, so that way you don't have to be afraid, because there's nothing to fear at the end of the day. It's just some hater entities, some hater spirits inhabiting some people who are like spirited or like minded or have similar traits. All right. They've lowered their frequency. They allowed themselves to be a harbinger of negative spirits. And it just is what it is. All right. And these spirits are controlling these people like a remote control. Like you remember having a remote control car, RC car, that's how they're being controlled by them. And that's why it doesn't seem natural. And that's why people will be hiding in the damn bushes. I mean, hiding in the bushes, ready to get knocked out. It's like, yo, you hiding in the bushes? Like, how do you think somebody's going to react to you popping out on them? It's only so many times a person is just going to let something go. Sooner or later, they're just going to be like, yo, I was startled. I just hit him. I couldn't help it, But avoid that. By avoid that. If they get too close, and if that's your personal reaction, hey, yo, you got a full testimony. Yo, they got too close. They popped out on me in the woods. I swung. But I mean, what I don't know what these people expect. But the thing is, you have to keep in mind, it's so easy to forget. You have to keep in mind, they're not real people. It's something that has hacked them. It seems like, yo, they got their soul hacked. All right, so these demons got the cheat code when it comes to hacking um these low vibrational people. So that's why it's good to raise your vibration and stay on the positive side of things, because when you work for the devil, you open yourself up for devilish spirits, evil spirits. So it's like you could let them inhabit you. They could let them inhabit them if they want to, but they don't have a leg up just because they have the element of surprise, just because they can hide like a coward. Like, these spirits are cowards. They're using these people to feed off of you. They're trying to transfer their fear into you. They're afraid. They're hiding in the bushes. They're jealous of the fact that you actually have a real body. They got a hop spirit. They got to hop from spirit to spirit just to try to attack you and get to you, just to feed off of you. You're more powerful than them. You are the source. They have to feed off you. So what you have to do is continue to shine light, continue to educate yourself, continue to raise your frequency, raise your vibration, and continue to keep ushering in uh, the energy that you feel. That energy that you feel is what's attracting them to you. You feel good. You're learning certain information. You're getting closer to God. You're obtaining and attracting more light. All right, the more light you obtain, the more light you attract, the more of these entities are going to try to come and stop it. All right, because you're bringing in the type of energy that destroys them. And that's why they're out to try to destroy you. That's why it seems like there's so many attacks. That's why it seems like you never get a moment's peace at your job, or when you're out in public, or when you're going somewhere. And you may have to relocate. You may have to go somewhere different. But a lot of these situations, it's not people. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, this will keep you from getting angry and upset. It's spirits that are inhabiting other people. It's not the actual person who has a vendetta against you. All right, just think about that. Why would an actual person who doesn't like me go to this extent to try to bother me? Eventually, sooner or later, this person will just come to you and be like, yo, I got a problem with you. We need to handle this. And that's why it's more of a spirit than it is an actual person. The spirit is just using the person as a vessel. And that's why you got to be a chosen vessel, because if not, you're going to be the type of vessel that's allowing themselves to be inhabited for dark possession, being possessed by the wicked. All right, so it is what it is. All right, nobody thinks that they're. I don't think that I got secret agents looking after me and following me and stuff like that. That's never what I thought. But I may have creatively, you know, um thoroughly explain some things in my videos to where I describe certain things a certain way. But these people are agents. They're agents of darkness for the agency of darkness. So I mean, that's pretty much how I'm coming at it with it and how I choose to explain it. So if you get it, you get it. If you understand, you understand. But yo, people aren't gonna get this if it's not happening to them. So yo, don't go thinking there's anything wrong with you, because it's not. All right. So if you've had people hiding in the bushes, hiding around the corner, waiting till you walk past their car to honk the horn, or to lock it, or to start the motor, or to get out their car, all this little weird, crappy, soft stuff, like it's spirits that are possessing these people that are trying to aggravate you. That's why you keep going to different places and experiencing the same thing. They hiding in the bushes, thinking it's going to give them a leg up. All they going to end up is with a leg down. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button, smash the share button, and don't forget to subscribe. It's been another Druuill special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, love, and light. We out.